Hey there people, so today we are going to ultimately be taking on the Wall of Flesh, but I do still have a fair bit to do before that. I'm going to want to upgrade my weapons in particular. I think I'm fairly well prepared otherwise. You can see I did finish my digging job there, so I've dug all the way around the evils just to wall those off. It's not absolutely necessary, but it's certainly going to make my life easier once I get into hard mode. I also dug down here and found actually a giant cave just near the dungeon. And of course that one was done before. I, as you can see, have explored part of the underworld but not all of it, and that's going to be where I'm going to head first. We're going to kind of get right into the action here a fair bit, sort of. I'm going to go down to the underworld looking for some more hellstone in particular. Might see if I can find one or two more shadow chests along the way as well. And basically I'm going to want my imp staff. I haven't had any minions up until this point. I also want to upgrade my pickaxe to the molten pickaxe. Might as well get a ham axe while I'm at it. The molten ham axe is a nice little thing to have. Also looking for a bow upgrade. And of course I didn't think to equip my lava charm. I was lucky though, I got a shark tooth necklace. That's going to help me in the Wall of Flesh fight. Think I'm going to want this in place as well. My obsidian shield, let's put that there. And yeah, that's basic protection. And if I find a good deposit of hellstone that I can afford to spend a little time on, yeah, I might want to get on that though. I'm also, you know, it'd be nice to get a demon scythe from one of these demons. I'm using crimson armor, so I don't need to stick to one particular class. But yeah, I think I better equip my obsidian skin potion, get to mining some of this, and I'll fill you in when I get to something more interesting. Found a shadow chest. Let's see what's in this one. Dark lance. Nice. I've already got one though, so. But a couple more life force potions will certainly potentially come in handy, just in case the other ones I already found run out. Okay, here's another chest right here. Of course, I have to fight the bone serpent to get to it, but my knight's edge that I crafted at the end of the last video is helping a lot there to make short work of these enemies. So let's see what's in here. Oh yes, a hellwing bow. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That is just the kind of thing I need. That will serve nicely for my bow upgrade. Alright, and here's another shadow chest that's actually really nearby where I found the last one. There we go, we got a Sun Fury. Not a huge user of flails, but still, that's an excellent weapon. Alright, found another chest. I've actually made my way well past where the houses stopped at this point. And it's another flower of fire. You know what? I think I've got pretty well everything I'm going to care about getting from the underworld at this point as far as loot. So let's head back, and I'm just going to deposit some of this junk and then we'll craft a few things. Okay, so I've calculated I need 62 bars altogether. So that's, I've already got 14 that I had stashed away previously. So there we go, and that is going to let me make a few things. Molten pickaxe, molten ham axe, I'll just stash. Imp staff, that's a big one that I really wanted. And actually maybe that was everything. Oh, I know what the other thing was. I needed my dungeon loot chest for that one. Wanted to make a Phoenix Blaster from the handgun and the last 10 bars there. Calculated it all out ahead of time, and so I made sure that I farmed that much of that stuff. But there we go. Can stash those away now. There is something else I want to make while I'm here, though. What I'm going to do is make a fireplace instead of campfire. I'm going to need the campfire in the underworld anyway. I'm actually going to make a bunch of those. But oh, I need some wood too. Actually, I need some wood in general because there's some other stuff I need wood for. So, you know what? I'm going to have to go cut down some trees too. Okay, so yes, I went and got actually a ton of wood, cut down a ton of trees just to make sure I was safe there. I'm going to need those, the reason I need more wood is to make tons and tons of campfires. I'm going to want to outfit my underworld with lots of those for fighting the wall of flesh. But yeah, you can make a fireplace. You need to make gray bricks out of stone, which you can do at your furnace, or Hellforge in this instance, and some wood and some torches, and there you go. And the advantage of this, it provides the same buff, but you can sit stuff on top of it. Now, actually, I don't have enough vertical space, but you could use it or for a potion station with a bottle on top. Of course, I have one of those. But yeah, anyway, I need a campfire, so there you go. So, next thing that I'm going to want to do is head to the jungle, because I'm going to want some of that sweet bee gear. So, I'm going to want to swap a couple things here. I'm going to need my bezoar, which I have stashed in there for safekeeping. And, yeah, let's head over there, and I'm going to try to fight the queen bee a couple times. Make sure I have lots of bee gear. Got to find a couple hives. And then we'll move on to the wall of flesh fight. After that, well, set up and then fight. Alright, so I managed to find a hive here. Of course, I could have gone the other route and crafted the abomination, but I did bring campfire, heart lantern, basic stuff. I'm not going to over prepare. I've got very powerful weapons for this fight at this point, although it is expert. So, here we go. Let's see about, oh, actually, one thing I should have done. I've got my Hellwing bow, but I'm not using wooden arrows, which would convert into the bats. Whatever, it's fine. Not my most powerful weapon, probably, anyway. Should use the bees against her. Should also actually pay some attention to dodging. Fight the bees with the bees. Shoot her with the bees. I needed to use up all these flaming arrows anyway, so whatever. The game gives you flaming arrows in pots and things. I never even crafted any. I just have a massive excess of them, so if anything, this is just a good excuse to use some of them up. Oh, I really should be using my hive pack too. But I don't need to. Whatever. This bow is also highly inaccurate. It's fine. Alright, she does get a little tougher towards the end of the fight, though, as I recall. Of course, I'm also getting a lot more bees going at this point. There we go. That was closer than it should have been, but let's see what we got in our treasure bag. Another bee gun, another hive pack. Mostly the bee nades and the beeswax is really what I'm after here, so we got that. And I'm going to try one more time because I want to have a good stock of those bee nades in particular. And I'm still debating actually whether the Hellwing bow or the... Actually, I really need to reforge that. Or the bee's knees bow would be better against the wall of flesh as well. Okay, this is sweet. I just found a couple of... couple jungle shrines right together here as well, so who knows what I'll get here. Probably nothing too useful at this point in the game, but doesn't hurt to check. Potions and stuff, yeah, pretty well got most of this stuff. And as for this one, cash doesn't hurt. Some more potions. Yeah, nothing big. Oh, fiberglass fishing pole would have been nice at one point. Alright, found another hive. Interestingly, this is way up at the top there, but let's do that. I have, this time, equipped my hive pack. So I guess I may as well get those bees out. You can see my bigger, stronger bees already doing a better job. And actually, speaking of other things, is my imp minion I do have now. I didn't want to get that out and accidentally hit that too soon, but... will certainly lend a hand as well. And I also made a tiny little honey spot here so I can easily hop in. Get the regeneration boost from the honey. Little things can make a fair difference. I'm still using my flaming arrows though, because I honestly just want to get rid of them. I've been looking for an excuse to get rid of my flaming arrows for a long time, actually. Save the wooden arrows for the wall of flesh. Turn those into the bats. Got some hellfire arrows I'll want to use there as well. We'll see if the queen bee feels like giving me the bee's knees this time. I still don't have one. Not even using my buff potions or anything. Looks like I finally used up my flaming arrows. Well, there's one. But other than that, may as well use up those frostburn ones. They're probably not going to be too useful in hard mode. And there we go. Did it again. That was a little bit easier this time. Not as close to death or anything. And here we go. Treasure bag. What do we got? Another beekeeper. So I still don't have the bee's knees, so I guess that answers the question of which bow I'll use. And speaking of which, I may as well just go ahead and get that reforged right now, before I forget. Deadly, that'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect. Bee gun should also be reforged. Demonic bee gun, yes, that'll help. Let's see if we have an interesting quest today. Yes, the tropical barracuda, and that little trick I was using in the last one has been helping a lot. Most of the fish that he's been asking for I've already had. So there we go. Nice. Alright people, I have stocked up on potions big time. I was stashing a few of these in my potions chest because I didn't want to use them accidentally. You'll notice I didn't use my buffs against the queen bee. So I have a ton of potions to help me out here. I've also grabbed my star cannon out of my piggy bank. I better reforge that before I go, but I won't bore you with that. Bee nades, so I got a bunch of those, but also beeswax, so I got all the grenades to mix with the beeswax. And that is a lot of bee nades. I've heard some people like even more. But the other thing I'm going to want to make is lots of heart lanterns. Of course, I once again forgot to bring my heart lantern that I left in the queen bee arena there. But that's okay. I can make 12 more. And the other thing is I've got that wood, from which I'm going to want to make, I'll just go for an equal number of campfires for now at least. Oh, I need, yeah, I need my torches for that. And I stashed those over here. Yeah, I had a ton of torches as well, so that nicely finishes off that stack as well. And that's going to be most of that. The other thing is that I will want to bring my bewitching table and my sharpening station. So, just a couple of little things. I'll reforge my star cannon, and I'll meet you in hell. Alright, so here I am in hell, or the underworld, as it's more properly known. And basically, I'm just going to put these campfires and heart lanterns along my path. I'm going to clear my way so that I can move easily when the wall of flesh comes. And yes, there is a trick to getting it to move the way that you want. Basically, if you're to the east of center when you drop the doll in the lava, if it drops to the east, then it's going to come from the east. If you're to the west, it's going to come from the west. So I'm going to want to travel east, and that means I will drop it to the west, but first I just want to prepare the way. Alright people, I think I'm about as ready as I'm gonna be. Gotta watch those lava slimes, always dropping lava annoyingly everywhere. So I was lucky enough, this did take a while, so the traveling merchant came and I managed to get an ammo box. Also, while I was making my preparations, I likewise managed to get a demon scythe from one of the demons. So I'm gonna pop those both down here, my sharpening station back down. Gonna sharpen up and get my imps going here. We're gonna pop this in here. And I'm gonna use all those buffs, so many buffs, and you can see now I'm walking on the surface of the lava. Actually, I did mean to swap a couple things here. I'm going to take a little risk that hopefully I won't need. a backup plan. I'll need to keep a good eye on... You know what? I might actually zoom out for this fight because it's a giant wall. Wall of flesh is big. Okay, so I am going to use my bee gun, but I'm going to save my bee nades for later. Yeah, mana regeneration is going to help me a fair bit there, but even still. I'll mix up the weapons. Yeah, I basically tried to prepare the way such that I can at least navigate. I should be aiming for the eyes. It's actually weird, I've gotten used to playing on the zoomed in for the sake of you guys. Yeah, Phoenix Blaster as well. It's not auto fire, but still good. So we got a whole series of weapons, and another thing about having the bees and all that stuff. So I'll take out the hungry, who will respawn on expert. And when I'm getting scared, when I'm getting down towards the end, oh, my guide respawned already, look at that. That's when I'm going to break out those bee nades and the star cannon. I've been saving stars for a very long time for this fight now. So the wall of flesh will speed up on expert when you get close to the end. And we are getting kind of close there now. You might notice it's getting a little bit faster. The other thing is that I'm going to need a solid surface, so you know what? Bee nade time. Try to bounce them in there. Oh, that might be a miscalculation a bit. Oh, and I died. So sad. It's really close. Alright, so that didn't quite work out, but we're just going to give it another shot. I think, you know, there's a couple little things, as always. Might have been better off getting the using the star cannon at the very end there. Oh yeah, and I don't even have my... Okay, may as well get those in place right away then. Kind of forgot I didn't have my lava charm and stuff in place. So, I did have calming potions as well that I made towards the end there, so I think we can do this. Okay, so straight on with the bees. Zoom out again. Yeah, I could have cleared this out a lot better to, you know, make it an easier shot, essentially. Oh, hey, but at least I got all these mana crystals from last time. So we got that going on. I hope I'm not overflowing the number of buffs I can have going at any given time, because there is a limit. Aim for the eyes with the weapon that doesn't aim well, right? Should dodge the lasers a little more effectively. Okay, it's probably a good time to break out the Phoenix Blaster. Aim a little more accurately. But also the beacon. Keep the hungry at bay. Yeah, my arena preparation and so on, you know, usually I do go for a little bit of extra preparation, and I didn't do that this time. So that's certainly one possible issue here. Still, it took me a long time to get this done as much as I did. Gotta keep a close eye on those buffs. And I am using Meteor Shot with the Phoenix Blaster, by the way. Okay, and I'm out of that. Let's reapply the buffs before we're too late. I don't know if these, yeah, you know what? Problem is some of the bee nades go in the lava, and that's another reason to have a bridge, which I didn't do. But you know what else we can do? Star cannon. Star cannon saved the day. That's what I was kind of waiting for at the last second, the last time there. And I swapped out my pickaxe, but yeah. I thought, you know, I might have been having that problem. I couldn't really see it for sure, whether the bee nades were all exploding or not. Oh, that's cool. There's one of the hungry, couple of the hungry, I think, actually just detached and trying to kill me still. But yeah, we did it. We did it. Spirits of light and dark have been released into the world. We have defeated the wall of flesh. I'm going to head back to my base and see what I got. We got some crimtane block and treasure bag. What do we got? Ranger emblem, perfect for me. Demon heart, you know what? Let's just use that. Extra slot, pwn hammer, and a clockwork assault rifle. That's a nice one. So, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.